What is up, Starseeds? It's Sid, and today I'm going to be talking about essential oils. So, we're going to be getting into a little bit of history, but mainly just facts on the medical benefits, alright? So, these oils have been around for so long. The ancient Egyptians have used them, other ancient civilizations have used them, and now in 2021 they have become popular. So, I wanted to do a video on the facts. Essential oils supposedly are the highest vibing pure substance on earth, and the only thing that I think vibrates higher than them are crystals, okay? Other than that, they are the highest vibrational pure substance on earth. And if you want more info on vibrational frequencies, check out my video in the description of this video, along with links to articles that I used as sources for this video. But yeah, it starts off with basil at 52 megahertz, and then there's a bunch of oils in between, and rose is usually considered the highest vibing essential oil, but there is some solid research that says that Idaho blue spruce is actually the highest at 580 megahertz. So that is a wide range. It does not mean the basil is the worst and other ones are much higher. They are all wonderful, and you will see that in this video, okay? But yeah, if you're interested on where those frequencies fall in the vibrational spectrum of emotions, where all those frequencies are at, you can check out my video in the description, and that will explain for you. But getting into this, how to tell good high quality essential oils that actually have that researched vibration from poor ones that probably are not going to live up to your expectations of those high vibrations. Okay, so good quality, high quality essential oils, they're extracted from sustainably farmed organic crops. Okay, they don't have any additives or synthetic substances in them, and they are distilled directly from the plant, the root, leaf, flower, whatever of the plant or herb that they're getting this oil from. And it's just that. It's a pure substance, okay? And to avoid any degradation from UV light or just plastic, they come in, dark glass containers. This is a dark blue, but I think the best ones come in more of a dark brown. And you can see I have a few of these. They're so little because they are not cheap, okay? So this much was all I could afford one time. It takes a lot to make pure essential oil unless you're diluting it with water or God knows what. So, high quality oils are not cheap, and they come in the dark containers to protect them, to keep them good, Alright, so getting into these medical benefits, because I can't really recommend any brands to you guys. The oils I have are not top of the line, but they are definitely not bottom of the line either, so I don't really want to recommend anything. So we're going to get into these medical benefits, and as you can see, I've got my computer here for notes, which I haven't done in a while with my actual computer, so I'm excited. Alright, so essential oils, they are disinfectants, they are antibacterials, okay, they are antimicrobial, alright. One study tested different types of essential oils against different strains of E. coli, and they found that several had moderate to strong antimicrobial properties. Tea tree oil especially, and lemon oil are very effective in killing bacteria. That's amazing, okay? They can actually kill bacteria, and tea tree oil is the best at this, but please be careful. I'm going to talk more about this near the end of the video, because tea tree oil is deadly to dogs. If you have any form of pets or small children, please don't use this. Use lemon instead, or lavender, orange, rosemary. You eucalyptus, geranium, cinnamon, clove, thyme, or peppermint. These are all disinfectants, okay? Essential oils are also great for anxiety, insomnia, and nausea. So these are symptoms of stress, alright? And you can be very stressed out going into surgery. So a study tested patients who were undergoing surgery. They gave them different types of essential oils, and they found that it made a significant difference in improving their anxiety, nausea, and insomnia. Okay, the oils in particular that were really good for this were peppermint, lavender, and orange, and in particular bergamot orange, and some other good ones are clary sage, neroli, lemon, chamomile, I hope I'm saying that right, chamomile, and ylang ylang, which I hope I'm saying that right too. If you watch my videos, you know I'm not great at pronunciation, but oh well. You know what I mean if you know what I mean. Another amazing thing that essential oils are good at is pain relief, and they are anti-inflammatories. So these two things kind of go hand in hand. One study showed that patients were, well, there's been several studies on this. Patients were much better at being able to manage their pain with essential oils at a fraction of the cost of other pain management options, okay? Because, yeah, good essential oils aren't cheap, but they are cheaper than some medicine and, you know, organic, pure, and much safer. Anti-inflammatory. I hate using animals as little, and I hate that guinea pigs is a phrase. I hate that we test on rodents, but in this study, a group of mice were given an oral dose of 100 milligrams of lemon or orange essential oils, and then they were exposed to a skin irritant called formalin, and the skin on their paws were significantly less irritated than the group of mice that didn't get the essential oil dosage. So, if you're in pain and you're swelled, some essential oils that are good for both of those are lavender, eucalyptus, rosemary, chamomile, and yarrow. And if you are like just in pain, no swelling, some oils that are good for just that in particular are ginger, clove, and black pepper. If you have muscle tension and swelling, then cypress and sandalwood are good oils for that. If you just have muscle tension, juniper and clary sage can help you out. And if you are just swelled, then lemongrass and arnica are good for that. And arnica is also good for bruising. Alright, so essential oils also help protect organs, a lot of different organs, and you can Google in specific, like if a certain part of your body is really hurting you, what oil is good for that, but they protect like the whole endocrine system and a bunch of different organs. So, for example, thyme essential oil was effective in improving liver health in mice whose livers had been damaged from large doses of acetaminophen. So essential oils actually have antioxidant properties that literally seek out, stabilize, and flush any unstable molecules in the body from chemicals. So yeah, that's amazing. And here is a few different categories, because that was a huge category. So if you want to just improve your overall endocrine system, then sandalwood, frankincense, vetiver, spearmint, and peppermint are good for that. Oils that are good for your thymus gland and your immune system are rosemary, frankincense, oregano, and ginger. And oils that are good for regulating your stress, thirst, and hunger, which the hypothalamus gland does, are frankincense, patchouli, and ylang ylang. And oils that are good for your pineal gland, guys, your third eye, okay, which regulates your sleep, your mood, and your spirituality. are lavender, sandalwood, and frankincense. And I just want to say real quick, I'm not really talking about oils for spirituality that much in this video, because that is obviously a benefit of essential oils. They're high vibing, they can raise your vibe, okay? Which therefore makes you more spiritual, more connected to God, the universe, spirit guides, whatever you want to call it. And I say just use your intuition. If you are like, oh, I want to use essential oils, but I want to use it for, developing my spirituality, then just use your intuition to see which ones. And the ones that I really like for that are frankincense. Yeah, that's like one of my favorites. Lavender, sandalwood, like the ones that are good for your pineal gland, are obviously going to be good, but just anyone that you are drawn to, if you're drawn to rose, if you're drawn to lemon, peppermint, whatever, cedarwood, whatever, use the one that you're drawn to. And then oils that are good for all your organs, especially your thyroid, are frankincense and lemongrass. And oils that are good for regulating your glucose levels, okay? This is good for your blood sugar. It keeps you regulated. Rosemary, cinnamon, and basil. See, basil's good for stuff, you guys. Don't rule basil out. Actually, I have, it's not just pure basil. It's a mixture of basil, grapefruit, and lime. Grapefruit's a really good one that I don't think is mentioned in this video. I love it. And last on this little category, or this big category, is fertility. So guys and girls can use this to boost their fertility, as well as girls on their feminine moon cycle. Geranium and rosemary. Like I said, guys and girls use this to become more fertile if you're trying to conceive. And if you are just a girl on your moon, then I recommend all the flowery oils, okay? It should just make you feel good. Rose, jasmine, lavender, of course. Or they do have some good mixtures. I really only have 3 mixtures, but there is some that don't even tell you what's in it. But I really like Hawaiian Mist. That's just from what I got at a store, you guys. There's all these different kinds. So whatever you feel drawn to. But yeah, those are good for fertility. Geranium and rosemary. And now moving on to neurological health. Alright, so essential oils are amazing for just in general cognition, memory, and learning, which there have been so many studies on, in kids in school, etc. Memory tests. But they're also good for depression, anxiety, and even Alzheimer's and dementia. And the oils that are best for that is peppermint, lavender, and chamomile. So yeah, lavender and peppermint are pretty probably the top 2 you can use for almost anything essential oils. And essential oils can also disarm cancer cells, okay? They have unique molecular structures that can kill cancer cells. And this, there hasn't been enough studies to really prove this. If essential oils completely cured cancer, then cancer would be cured. But they very much help, and there has been studies that prove how good they are as anti-cancer medicines. So they also have the potential, they do relieve pain, nausea, anxiety, and depression in the cancer patients, but like I said, they actually have molecular structures that can disarm cancer cells. And the oil that is best for that in my research is frankincense. Okay, frankincense is amazing. That would be the number 1 go-to if you have cancer. Also, thyme, oregano, rosemary, and chamomile. I know I'm not pronouncing all of these right, you guys, but just give me a break, please. So yeah, if you know someone with cancer, tell them, or just get those oils for them, you guys, for real. If you use that along with crystals, along with maybe going somewhere high vibe if possible, that would be my natural route to that. But like I said, I'm not a doctor. do what your doctor says, but if you're a little hippie like me, it cannot do any harm to incorporate stuff like that into your treatment. Okay. So there is very little research on how essential oils can affect babies. So I wanted to point this out because I'm a mom now and I'm about mom stuff. So the American Association of Neuropathic Physicians do not recommend using any essential oils at all on babies that are under 3 months old. So I have not used any oils with my son yet, but there is studies that show that they can help like preterm infants if you give them like a massage with oil, just like gain weight, develop more, and help them sleep better. But that's your choice if you want to use oils on your babies or not. But yeah, the best oils to use in like a baby massage would be lavender. There was a study in newborns who smelled lavender while having their heel prick test, and they experienced less pain, and they could tell because they had a lower heart rate and they cried less than those who didn't smell the oil while getting their test done. Yeah, and then another study showed that lavender oil in a baby massage reduced colic symptoms. And then another good one is chamomile. It's the one that I don't know if I'm pronouncing right. And this is like common for insomnia in adults, but it can also help infants. It has calming and sedative effects to help them sleep better. And then a sunflower oil is a popular choice for a carrier oil. So if you want to put lavender like in sunflower oil, because you do not want to just be like with the lavender oil and then like lotion up your baby with it. Like that would be way too much essential oil. You only need a couple drops and put it in a carrier oil like coconut oil or sunflower oil. And it's a good choice because it's a vegetable oil. Sunflower is like a vegetable, and vegetable oil is high in linoleic acid, which makes it an excellent choice for sensitive skin. And like all babies have sensitive skin because they're babies, right? So sunflower oil is like hydrating and it's good for sensitive skin. You do not want to use olive oil because that can make existing skin problems worse. It damages the skin. You don't want to use olive oil, you guys. Yeah. And the NIHA also recommends avoiding the following essential oils when you're pregnant or when you're breastfeeding, okay? So I'm just gonna read them off real quick. Aniseed, birch, camphor, basil, sage, parsley seed, tarragon, wormwood, and wintergreen. And also avoid these ones that are known skin irritants. It's not like they're bad for babies, it's bad for their skin. They have sensitive skin like we already said, and these ones are not great on your skin, okay? Thyme, oregano, citronella, cinnamon, like any kind of cinnamon bark, cinnamon leaf, cinnamon in general, bay, cumin, lemongrass, lemon verbena, clove bud, and tagetes. I haven't heard of some of these, you guys. I only have I've heard of more than I have, but I only have 11 different kinds. Because I don't got the money for that yet. And then I also want to talk about pets, you guys. So I said tea tree oil is deadly to dogs. You do not want to use it around cats either. Essential oils are so potent, okay? If you're using them in things, you only need a few drops. When I make bath bombs, I put a few drops, okay? By few, I mean 2 to 5, and 5 is a lot. If I'm taking a bath and I'm adding essential oil to it, I'm putting like 7 drops tops in it, okay? They're very potent. That's why they come in super little containers, you guys. Like the biggest container I have is this, of like good high quality oil. I have 2 things like this big of lavender oil because I used a lot of that in bath bombs at one point in time, but I know it's not good quality because it was cheap and it comes in a clear bottle instead of a dark bottle like literally all of my other kinds, okay? So yeah, I want to talk about oils that you should avoid with cats. Wintergreen, sweet birch, citrus, pine, ylang ylang, peppermint, cinnamon, pennyroyal, clove, eucalyptus, thyme, oregano, lavender, and of course tea tree. Okay, I know it's the best disinfectant, but because of that, it is the most deadly, okay? Oils that are harmful to dogs, and I mean most of these, like, they're not, I don't want to say they're not, they are probably not going to kill your pet, but you want to keep all of your essential oils in a, concealed spot. Like, I have mine in this bag, and I have it put away, okay? It's in like a drawer that they cannot get into, for these reasons, because I do have a couple of these oils that you're not supposed to have around cats or dogs. And oils that are harmful to, in particular, dogs are cinnamon, citrus, pennyroyal, peppermint, pine, sweet birch, wintergreen, ylang ylang, anise, clove, thyme, juniper, yarrow, garlic, and tea tree. Okay? So yeah, that's all the notes I have, you guys. Those are the medical benefits, and those are some oils that you need to avoid if you have babies, cats, dogs, etc. And I'm going to do other videos on essential oils in the future, so I don't really want to get into, any rituals or what you can really do with any of them, but I'm just going to ramble off really quick that essential oils for beauty. My go-to, just like law of essential oils, are flowers are good for beauty and boosting just like confidence in your appearance and just like confidence in yourself and calming you. And then fruits are really good for, like lemon, lime, grapefruit, etc. are really good for like creativity, and like focusedness and like hard work and getting shit done. And then peppermint is kind of like a weird one that's like sort of in its own category. That's good for pretty much anything, but I think mainly getting shit done and relaxing, which is kind of 2 totally different things, but that's what it's best for me for. And then when I think of healing, if you are sick and you need an essential oil because you are sick, eucalyptus is my go-to. I make amazing eucalyptus bath bombs, and I love them. That helps me so much when I'm sick. It just like clears everything out, relaxes you at the same time. It's amazing. And then other weird ones like cedarwood, sandalwood, frankincense, myrrh, all of that stuff are really good for spirituality, and like other specific things, okay? Like helping your body out. So those are just like my go-to labels, if you will, or like groups of essential oils and what they're good for. But yeah, you can put them on your body, you can put them in an oil diffuser and breathe them in. Bath bombs, you can put them in little like perfume things, just a few drops of like the actual essential oil, and then put a carrier oil in, and you can rub it on your wrists, put it on your neck, whatever you want, to manifest certain things. So I will do videos like that in the future. Using essential oils on certain chakras is great, using them with crystals is great, and yeah, essential oils are great, you guys. So I'll be back next week talking about alien abduction, okay? Yeah. I'm gonna have it be a surprise on what exact topic I'm gonna be talking about, but we're gonna be talking about abduction, you guys, okay? Love and light, and the hybrid children are coming soon.